Welcome back to the G2Poker.com TV tournament series. I'm Laura Cornelius alongside poker expert Paul Zimbler. From a field of 110, 100 have been eliminated and we're down to the final table. Let's see how things stand. So our final table is spearheaded by Broadcast and Superal, with You Sad My Bad a close third. 4th through 8th are all in six figures, but things are looking dire for our short stacks at the bottom. Let's get to the action. So we're at the final table. Blinds are now 4,000 and 8,000. Broadcast and Superal both have a lot of chips there. I think I was playing a few hands with Broadcast as well, or he did most of the damage on me, in fact.
Well, we're going to have final table strategy. Really is a lot of people's downside when they get to final tables, where they make mistakes that really cost them, because there's such a good solid strategy to final tables. And we can see that Queen's there in the small blind has shoved, and he's walked into Kings.
Uh-oh.
That's never a good sign.
So 15 players cashed in this tournament. 14th and 15th taking 49.5 euros. The next player out is to receive 66 euros.
And that has taken Lolu Shove. Does that say Lolu Shove?
Lolu Shove, yeah.
Lolu Shove down to 2 big blinds.
Oh no!
It looks like he will become...
And the blinds are coming round pretty soon as well. Oh.
He's just got the button, so he might hope to ladder. What he might decide to do, even though there are antes in play, which are 800, he might decide to ladder as there's a few short stacks out there. And we're going to see Broadcast with sixes, how he wants to play the big stack with a medium.
We got aces here in this hand as well. And jacks. Ooh.
Yeah, he might go for like 18,000. And he's folded. I don't mind that either. That shows a sign of a good player. He doesn't want to get involved with small, medium pairs. He doesn't want to be raise folding. It's
a raise. It's a min raise from the aces.
Well, the shove surely coming from the jacks, and he's decided just to flat call, which is it's horrific. Unless he's prepared to put his money in on any flop.
Why is it horrific?
Because the blinds are 8,000. He's only got five big blinds left.
But surely if an ace or a king comes up, he can get away from it now.
So that's what he's deciding to do. That he's deciding to flat call, and if it comes an ace or a king, he's going to fold. But what if his opponent had pocket tens and it came ace high and he shoved? When you've only got 6 big blinds, I mean, it'll probably come a low flop, and the money's going to go in anyway.
Okay, let's take a look at the flop. Oh, I got shivers.
Oh, I bet he did too. He's probably had to readjust his eyes. Did I just flop quads?
Aces cracked again.
The aces should be checking here to induce a bluff, and I like this check a lot because there's just no point betting, and he should be checking behind.
Yep.
Now the turn card's going to come, and the aces is going to stick in 20,000.
Come on, let's see an ace.
That would be sick. He can't be zero.
Oh, I thought it was an ace then. It was one of those
see the little sign. So I'm pretty sure he's either just going to bet half his stack or stick him in. Well, he has bet just under half his stack.
Do you like that?
I like that a lot because I check aces on this board or kings all the time because there's no point betting. You want your opponent to catch something, and if they got fours and they caught a four, good luck. I'd be a bit wary of the min-raise with that stack.
With the aces now, you're thinking, what do they have?
Well, you got aces. A lot of people say, well, it's going to cost me 16 plus 12 is 28,000. It's just bad luck if he's got a jack. Let's get it in.
He's sitting there grinning.
Yeah, he's sitting there. It's all in. They're on their backs and...
Oh, you sad, my bad. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you.
Well, that's poker, as we said before. But to flop quads must be nice. I think that happened once in 1943. No.
So, both still in though, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who won't be loving that. Lolu Shove will not be loving that because he was hoping that...
To ladder there, yeah.
To ladder a place.
No, it's not going to happen. Could just sit and wait.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be sitting and waiting. If the button gets round to him, and if the blinds get around, which we can see they're not, he should be shoving it in with King 7 of spades. But you said my bad. He might be on tilt and just do something stupid like open shove, but he hasn't. He has min raised.
There's a min raise. Looks like the best hand at the table.
Pretty sure that the, you know, ace six of clubs. This is where a lot of mistakes are made by players with 61,000. Well, he's got it in with king seven here. He's decided to not to ladder. He's thinking, and there's good value for me here. I'm going to get it in, which is, I'd like to have seen what the blinds do in this spot. Not sure I like the defence with ace five after the all-in shove. Because if your opponent's got an ace, he's got you dominated, and if it comes ace high and he has a pocket pair, he's never going to put any more money in the pot.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Well, the jack is the high card. It's been hit, but there's also a flush draw there.
Flush draw and an overcard for the all-in player.
What do you think to that bet?
Well, he's saying, I've got top pair. If you've got a draw, you've got to pay for it. If not, get out of the way. He's going to take the side pot of 818 chips, and he's just got to dodge a spade or a king.
Come on, let's see something. Spade. Nothing. Brick.
Brick, brick.
Brick, brick, brick.
And you said my bad is he's got a little bit of the chips back that he just lost.
Yeah, and that means Loloshev out in 10th, but takes home a respectable €66.
Not bad for a couple of hours' work.
Nah. Night out on the town?
Well, bus fare.
Not to the kind of clubs we go, but...
Speak for yourself, no. Pays for a weekend where I go, no. Didn't necessarily play correct strategy. Under the gun, ace five in the bin.
Not much going on at this table, is there?
I think he's going to shove here with king seven.
No, it's a fold. We might see something from queen king, maybe?
Yeah. And again, he's got his just 22 big blinds. So he'll probably go for, they're going for the min raise here all the time, 16.
It's a fold from the 7-3.
No one really making any moves yet, as such.
It's going to be the...
Like a 3-bet shove from the small blind would be a great move there with 90,000.
It's a call from the big blind, Premier 333, who in fact knocked me out. Wonder who I'm rooting for.
Yeah. Oh,
no. No, I'm joking. So it's 81% here. It's a check. Do you like the check?
Is he going to check raise? That's the problem. Or the problem is if you don't check raise, how much do you lead out on the turn? And he's bet full size pot. I like this bet. He's bet half the pot. The pot was 40,000.
He's got a straight draw, hasn't he?
He's got a gut shot, and he's just flat called. And what he's probably saying to his opponent is, "I've got a weak ace." That if on the turn it came a brick. Oh wow, that is no brick. But this card. Now, what do you do if you're Premier 333? You're going to check call, check call. Are you inducing a bluff by checking?
You've got to be worried though if you're Premier 333 with that board like that.
Yeah, well, no, you check again, and Syndrome needs to stick in a real small, thin value bet, and he's bet half the pot again. And this is the problem with defending with weak aces and hitting an ace on the board. You never know where you are. So he's check called. He may have a reason for check calling. He didn't check raise the flop because he wants to induce a bluff. There's a lot of cards that can save him money, like a queen or a king, but a 4 is definitely not going to save him money. It's going to go check, shove, and it'll be interesting to see what Premier 333 decides to do.
It's a check. I think it's going to be a raise and a fold, surely.
Unless he does something cheeky and bets 48,000.
All in? Do you like the all in? You think he should have made a small bet?
I think he knows his opponent's got an ace, and he's hoping that if he's check called twice, he's going to check. Why would you call on the turn if you're not going to call the river? This is a lot of players' mistakes. If you've decided not to check raise the flop to do your work, and you've check called, and then you check call the turn, what do you think is going to happen on the river? He's going to shove the river. I know some people don't have what it takes to fire the third barrel, but in this situation, okay, we can see the cards, but this looked like he's bet half pot, and he's only got a half pot bet left. The money's going to go in. So at least he managed to fold.
He found the fold. This is quite a hand here. We've got 9s, we've got 8s, we've got aces. Are we going to see aces cracked again?
See, we're just saying, he's min raised under the gun with aces. That could have been the scenario before. Well, Use My Bad has done nothing wrong, in my opinion, here. He's got pocket 8s. There was just no point flat calling 20,000 out of his 91,000 stack. No. But it's interesting now that the aces, a lot of people flat call here, which I'm not mad about. I just want to get it in. I don't want to give this guy a shot for 70k to catch a 9.
Yeah.
What he might be trying to do is induce Premier to reshove to now go heads up.
Yeah.
You said my bad. I don't think Premier 333 is going to be thinking anything like that. He may even just put it down. Yep, there it goes. That's a good solid fold there, Premier 333.
Aces go against 8s. No 8.
Probably come a 9. That's how these things work.
Oh, you called it.
Oh, he's going to be feeling sick. But you know, the truth is, he made the right play.
Yeah, you can't think.
And
about
he'd
it
never
too
have
much.
got to the river, because once the flop comes out, the aces are never going to check it down to the river. So you're actually just going to put 70,000 in. The guy's going to bet the flop. You're going to have to fold, and you'd never have seen the river.
It may have taken some play to get here, but we're down to 8. In a couple of minutes' time, we'll see who's next to go.